Hey, what's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about players that I don't like taking in fantasy for the 2020 season. These are players I just don't see value in taking them at their ADP. First off, I have Sony Michel. So obviously the Patriots did lose Tom Brady to free agency. I do believe that the Patriots starting quarterback for this upcoming season is going to be Jarrett Stidham, and I do expect them to be worse. Stidham did play in preseason last year, and he was pretty good, but it was against scrubs, so it doesn't count for much. There is going to be a running back by committee for the Patriots with Sony Michel, James White, Damian Harris, and Rex Burkhead. Sony Michel only had a 38.2% snap share in 2019, which is one of the lowest numbers you'll see for a running back. They typically get him more involved in the red zone, and Sony Michel really isn't a factor in the receiving game. As you can see, he had 7 receptions in 2018 and 12 receptions in 2019. The Patriots do have a tough schedule in 2020, according to team win totals, so I don't really see that Sony Michel getting many goal line carries. They're not really going to score much. The offense is going to be worse. Next up, I have Robbie Anderson. So obviously the Carolina Panthers signed Robbie Anderson, and they also signed Teddy Bridgewater to be their quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater is a known check-down quarterback. He really doesn't like throwing the ball downfield, and Anderson is going to play primarily on the outside. He's pretty much going to go for deep routes. He's going to stretch the field. So I don't really see him connecting with Teddy Bridgewater on many passes. I don't think Robbie Anderson is really going to produce next season. And Robbie Anderson is a boom-bust type player, so when he does produce, it's typically weeks where you don't start him, where he comes out of nowhere and he goes for 5 receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown. And then there's weeks where you will start him, he'll go for 1 or 2 catches. This limited offseason, I do believe, is going to hurt time for Robbie Anderson and Teddy Bridgewater to build a connection, just because this virus, they're not really going to be on the field much before the season, so they're not really going to know each other's tendencies. And there have been talks about Curtis Samuel being traded, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I do think that Curtis Samuel, he's going to be playing in the slot, so I do think he's going to be the wide receiver 2. He's probably going to be 3rd in targets, behind DJ Moore being number 1 and Christian McCaffrey being 2. So Robbie Anderson's not really going to be involved in the offense. Even though the offense is going to be better with Joe Brady as offensive coordinator, I don't think they're going to find ways to get Robbie Anderson involved in his first year on the team. Next up, I have Marlon Mack. So the Colts did draft Jonathan Taylor in the 2nd round. They even traded up to draft him, so they really wanted him. He's going to split the workload with Marlon Mack. They said they want to be like a 1-2 punch, and I do think that Hines is going to be the 3rd down back. So Hines is going to get most of the pass-catching work. Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor are going to split the carries. Marlon Mack really isn't involved in the pass game. As you can see, he had 17 receptions in 2018 and 14 receptions in 2019. The Colts do have a top 5 offensive line, which is the only thing really going for Mack, and they do have an easy schedule, so they probably will be ahead in most games. They're going to be running the ball, but you're not really going to know when to start him just because they're going to be splitting the workload with Jonathan Taylor. Hunter Henry, I do believe that there's going to be a decrease in production with Tyrod Taylor or Justin Herbert at quarterback. Tyrod Taylor is a dual-threat quarterback. He likes to run the ball. I do think that the Chargers offense is going to rely more on running the ball with Tyrod Taylor and Austin Eckler. There are a lot of elite weapons on offense with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler. They do have decent running backs. They have Austin Eckler, Justin Jackson, Joshua Kelly, so they're probably going to be more towards that run-first format. I just think that with all the elite weapons on the Chargers offense, they're going to be spreading out the ball a lot, so Hunter Henry's really not going to get targeted that much. I don't think Hunter Henry's worth taking as ADP, and I do like taking tight ends late in drafts, such as Mike Gesicki, Jared Cook, Tyler Higbee. There are a lot of also breakout candidate tight ends, such as Noah Fant, Blake Jarwin. The one thing that might be good for Hunter Henry is that he's playing under the franchise tag, which means there's going to be extra motivation for him to ball out this upcoming season so that he gets paid in 2021. I just don't really see him producing as a top tight end this season. All right, well, my last on my list is Kerryon Johnson. So the Lions did draft DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round out of Georgia. He was a really good receiving back, just a great running back overall. He was a top running back for a lot of scouts. There's going to be a committee in the backfield with DeAndre Swift, Kerryon Johnson, Bo Scarborough, and maybe Ty Johnson. The Lions really do seem to hate Kerryon Johnson. He was hurt his rookie season and last year, but the thing is, when he came back last year from his injury, they just didn't really want to get him involved that much. They were still using Bo Scarborough and Ty Johnson. Kerryon Johnson did have a good rookie year. He averaged 5.4 yards per carry. So I just think that he needs a new opportunity. He needs to get traded and maybe just get with a new locker room, and then he'll probably be good. As long as he can stay healthy, I do see him having a decent career. And I just think Tevin Coleman and Tariq Cohen are better picks at their ADP. Tevin Coleman, obviously, he's going to be in the backfield with Raheem Mostert and with maybe Jerick McKinnon. Tariq Cohen's pretty much a 2nd running back on the Bears. He's going to get a lot of patch sketching work, so I just see them being a better running back this upcoming fantasy season. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below what other videos you'd like to see.